Summer has come, and it is really hot out here in Georgia. I can't have a daily driver that does not have AC in it anymore. Now, I've never done AC before. I don't know what I'm getting into, but let's see if I can figure it out. And at the very least, at the end of this video, we should be able to diagnose what the problem is, why the AC doesn't work on this 97 Saturn SL2. So we'll take a look here. The compressor is right out front, like as easy as it can get. So this is a perfect car to learn on, in my opinion. The AC compressor, we could see the clutch was not engaged, not spinning, but I can spin it by hand if you can see that, yeah. So that tells me the clutch, it's not seized up. The whole clutch pulley assembly is not seized up. So that's not an issue. Let's keep going. I want to check if we're getting voltage applied to the AC compressor. If so, we'll go based off of that, but we're also going to need to hook up a set of gauges to see if there's any freon in the system. Let's turn the Saturn on. We're going to turn the fan on. We'll press AC. Now when we go out here, I have it plugged up. We're checking for voltage at the connector. And we don't have 12 volts, so the compressor is not getting power to turn on. So we can't rule out the compressor just yet. Okay, next thing we can do before we hit up gauges is we find this switch connector. I think this is the low pressure switch connector. This is what tells the compressor to kick on and sends the voltage over to it. So if I take my multimeter, set it into ohms or continuity, and I prong these, I can't do it with one hand, but when I prong it, if the system is charged, it should give you a resistance reading and a continuity. It's giving open for me, so either the system's not charged or the connector is bad. Now let's hook up a set of gauges and see if there's actually freon in the system. Okay, got the gauges hooked up. I hooked up the high pressure side, but we don't really need to check it. We know it should be just the same as low. So let's open up the low one. So we open going this way. And an astonishing nothing. So yeah, there is no freon in this system. So that means it all leaked out. Now the fun part of figuring out where that leak is. Okay, I have a vacuum pump. We're going to pull a vacuum on the system, and then we're going to let it sit and see how well it holds and maintains that vacuum. That will tell us if there's a really big leak or not. As you hear, I got the vacuum pump running. We're pulling a vacuum on the system. All the gauges are open. We're down to about 25, 26 inches of mercury. So we're going. So I'll let this sit. I'm going to let it fully cycle on and get all the max vacuum, and then we'll let it sit for maybe half an hour, come back, and let's see if this system even holds a vacuum or a charge. These two are closed and the pump is turned off. Let's go give it about half an hour, come back and see how it looks. It's been about 30 minutes and we are about exactly where it was before. So that's good. Even though there's a leak in the system, it's not an obvious leak, and it's not crazy. So let's go pick up some freon. Let's fill it up. Okay, I've added the dye. Now I screw this in. Okay, and wipe off the mess that I made. There we go. And now we can open this up and that will release this. We have the gauges up top closed. So let's go ahead and open this. Okay, now it has that pressure in. Let's purge the system. Okay, let's slowly open this up and see what happens.
compressor kicked on. Everything seems to be working. Now we just got to keep filling this up as we go. So this Saturn system takes 2 full 12-ounce cans, 24 ounces. So it's perfect if it's empty, which this system was. So we're gonna have no problem filling this up all the way. We do want to make sure we're looking for the leak though. That's why we added the dye. So we'll finish up this can. We'll see how the AC feels inside, and we'll go from there. So I think this can is at the point where it's empty. I'm not seeing any more Freon go through here, and the levels are staying pretty consistent. So let's disconnect this can and add the new one. You can see it icing up. That's pretty interesting. Okay, so we'll shut this valve. Okay, both valves are closed. I never opened this one. Now we will disconnect this one. So we just want to screw this to where it goes to the top. Now it doesn't turn anymore. Okay, now this should be able to just pop out. Okay, that's what I was missing. Okay, there's nothing in here. This can is completely empty. Let's add the new one. Okay, adding a new can, we'll just screw it on just like we did with the last one. Okay, so we need to add the full can since the system was empty. We'll do that. We'll open these ones up. Okay. We'll open this valve. The low side. Oh, I need to open this to get us our readings. Okay, so we have this side open. I can feel it drawing out now. You might be able to see the liquid. Oh yeah, you can see it flowing through now. Okay, we'll keep this up. Once this can's empty, we'll get back to you. No more Freon, this can is empty. We have filled the system up to the correct amount. So I will start by closing this can off. Okay, now I'll close the valves here. Okay, now we can take this off. There we go. We just went through 2 cans and properly filled the system up.
Okay, now we have it running. We're inside the car. Everything is closed. We're done, basically. Now we're just enjoying and feeling it. And the fact that I'm in here with the door closed, it's 90 degrees outside, and this air is feeling nice. Put on recircling so it's even more powerful, and yeah, it is tolerable now. Like, I can actually be in here windows up. This is great. So good news, the AC system as a whole works. However, the job is not fully complete yet. All we did was top off or recharge a leaking system. AC system is supposed to be sealed. If it's low, that means there is a leak, 100%. So now we have working AC. Let's see how long. So I'm gonna drive this. I'm gonna get back to just seeing it, and in the next video we'll find out how long we go before the AC completely leaks out. And since we put the dye in it, we'll be able to diagnose and visually see where it leaked out of. Now, I have my suspicions, but I'll save that till the next video. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one when we properly fix the system.